All right, moving on to box so big it shakes the camera. This is Magic Universes Beyond. No, the camera's set up this way. Universes Beyond Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle Earth. And these are set boosters and not draft boosters, which means they should have more things in it. I've got a list for this one too. It's a very easy list. It's the Fellowship. I couldn't think of what I wanted to collect, and I'm like, it'd just be nice to have a set of the Fellowship. So I listed out every card from the Fellowship. Oh, right, Orcish Bowmasters is the expensive card from the set, because it's very good and used in several different formats, I think. I think it might be banned in a format. The One Ring is also banned in Modern, I think. I don't know, but what I'm trying for here is the Fellowship. It'd be nice if I got the One Ring. I'm not going to get one. I listed out all of their individual rarities that they're at. It looks like the hardest one. What's going to stop me from completing the Fellowship is Boromir only has a single rare as their card. Pippin only has a single rare. And Aragorn has 3 cards, but it's 2 mythics and a rare. So probably not likely I'm going to finish the Fellowship. But hey, I've got 30 set boosters here. Should have, like, if I did my reading correctly, should have like 3 or 4 rares per pack. Maybe it was like 2 or 3 rares per pack or something. I don't know. Also, there should be a box topper in here, and I did not look at what the box topper is. So that'll be a fun surprise. Oh, right. I'm still zoomed out. Boop. Come on. The box topper is in a sealed... okay, is it a random thing? I don't know. But this art card of... what the hell is this? The Balrog. Double-sided tape stuck to this side, so that's cool. Normally those open way easier than that. Our one card is Mediceld Golden Hall of Edoras, which I have not heard of. Gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings buff, but I like the movies. I need to change. I realized I need to change. I'm no longer playing Pokemon trading card game. So this should be Magic the Gathering. Done. Alright, and I need more sleeves. Alright, I got 30 packs to go through here. So I'm going to go a little bit faster than Pokemon. Stack these all up. So we got a nice progress bar of how far along we are. There's a good place to put rares. Over here, I guess. There we go. Okay, right. So I was reading a little bit about how set boosters are laid out. It starts with an art card, and then it like leads you into the pack. So you've got this nice art of Cavern Horde Dragon. Alright. Token at the back. So I should probably flip over from here, huh? That's probably how it's meant to be done. Start with a land. Lash of the Balrog. Alright. Improvised Club. Duodane Blade. A lot of weapons so far. Oh, right. It starts with like a theme, so this theme might be weapons. Mordor Trebuchet. Alright. I hope Grond is here. March from the Black Gate. Foray of Orcs. Fear Fire Foes. So that was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Full Art Oliphant. Okay. Full Art Legolas Counter of Kills. That was fast. That's already... that's the uncommon, but it's a full art version. Shagrat Loot Bearer, legendary orc that I've never heard of. And a foil Friendly Rivalry. And then Orc Army token. Alright, so how am I going to do this? I got foils. I guess these are like special... Are these special treatments? They might not be. Legolas is good. Full Art Oliphant is good. Yes, I guess this pile would just be rares and full arts and everything. These packs are harder to open. Alright, we've got a nice art here of Legolas Counter of Kills. So that's what this is supposed to look like if it weren't a promo version or like a full art version. I guess this is like a... Oh, right, this is like the Fellowship treatment because it has the ring, the Elvish on the ring around it. Alright, Mountain. Shelob's Ambush. Alright. Cirith Ungol Patrol. Nasty End. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. So, another uncommon Fellowship. We'll keep the Fellowship over here, I guess. Scoot everything over a bit. There we go. Gollum Patient Plotter. Frodo Baggins. That's another uncommon from the Fellowship. We're going to get these uncommons real fast, aren't we? So this is just going to be like Mary right here, right? Nope. Mahor Urukai Captain. Definitely not Mary. Gothmog Morgul Lieutenant. No idea. A full art of the same card. That's cool. Elrond Master of Healing. That's very cool. Alright. Many Partings full art. Full art foil. And a Rite of Replication from Zendikar. Oh, right. They do the list with these. Cool. This is just the Magic the Gathering card. This is not a Lord of the Rings card. Unless, you know, having... Wait a minute. Rite of Replication in this set sucks because there are so many legendary creatures. You don't need 5 additional Frodos. That's not going to do anything for you. Alright, I got a Rite of Replication. Fantastic. There we go. That's an easier way to open these. What is this? Oh, one of the seeing orbs. Go ponder your orb, right? Commander's Sphere. Okay. Sure. A fellowship full of Samwises. No orcs could stand in their way. Oh, right. This is a token. This isn't the One Ring. Right. I don't know how... There's a whole mechanic in the set about the ring tempting you and then more things happen. And this, I guess, is just a reminder card of that. I'm going to set that over here, but it's not actually a ring. Alright, starting from the back, of course. Foil Full Art Mountain. Ooh. You've got the White Mountains between Rohan and Gondor. The Isengard up there, Fangorn Forest, Helm's Deep, Minas Tirith. Nice. I'm going to put that in the sleeve because full art foils are always cool. Hobbit's Sting. The verb, not the noun, although it might be a noun. Full art lands in the set are absolutely gorgeous. Yes, absolutely. I like this one. Easterling Vanguard. Oleg High Crusher. Rush the Room. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. Heck yeah, Gandalf. So technically this Gandalf is from before the Fellowship, but I don't care. It's a Gandalf card. It goes in the Fellowship. That's like with Aragorn, how there's a mythic, and a rare. Technically, only one of them is when he's part of the Fellowship. I don't know, whatever. Gift of Strands. Oh, that's nice. The 3 hairs. The 3 of Galadriel's strands of hair to Gimli. Tale of Tinuviel. I have never heard of that word ever. Cool. I'm sure Glass would love to explain what all of this stuff is. Book of Marzabul. Which looks like you get more orcs and then your orcs get strong. Cool. Full art Knights of Dol Amroth. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a counter on this. Alright. Hugh the Entwood. Sacrificing number of lands, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of lands sacrificed. Choose any number of artifacts or lands revealed this way. Put all non-land cards chosen this way onto the battlefield. Then put all lands onto the battlefield tapped. Then put the rest on bottom. You only get artifacts and lands? I don't know about this. And a foil, Revive the Shire. That's nice. Alright, let's go. This one's got Aragorn in it. I can feel it. That's creepy. That's Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Cool. Alright. Right, from the back. Full Art Island, not foil. This is part of the same map, farther down, more focused on the Bay of Belfalos, and the Anduin River. Second Breakfast. Many Partings. Pippin's Bravery. Haradrim Spearmaster. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. That's that card. Okay. Rise of the Witch King. Old Man Willow. Denethor, Ruling Steward. F that guy. Samwise the Stout-Hearted, the Fellowship version. Fantastic. I'm going to replace this Samwise. It's still the uncommon, but it's the special version of it. I'm going to keep Samwise set aside. And I'm going to sleeve it. I don't know if it's worth anything, but on the chance that it is, I mean, it's an uncommon. It's not going to be worth anything. Forge Anew. And a foil Mordor Muster. And then welcome to Magic the Gathering Arena. We got the Horn of Gondor here. Yep, Horn of Gondor. Fantastic. Scoot that over a bit. Normal Forest. Ent's Fury. Wizard's Rockets. Lorien Revealed. Fiery Inscription. Ring Sight. Shortcut to Mushrooms. Another full art Knights of Dol Amroth. Full art Prince Imrahil the Fair. Imrahil the Fair. Someone I haven't heard of. Cool. Elvish Mariner. When it attacks, scry one. When you scry, tap up to X target non-land permanents, where X is the number of cards looked at while scrying this way. Okay. Rangers of Ithilien. Alright. And a foil Gwahir the Windlord. One of the eagles. It's a bird lord. Gives other birds vigilance. And a magic mini game. In case you didn't know how to play Magic, and I guess if you just wanted to do a small little thing. That's cool. trouble opening this one. You know what? I'm doing a lot of talking because my throat became dry. All right, we got a Gimli art here. Yeah, Gimli counter of kills. Right, from the back. Forest. Arwen's Gift. Birthday Escape. Slip on the Ring. Great Hall of the Citadel. Golem's Bite. Ranger's Firebrand. Bitter Downfall. Ugluck of the White Hand. Samwise the Stout-Hearted, another fellowship in common. The Watcher in the Water, a Kraken. I don't remember there being a Kraken in The Lord of the Rings, but I'm sure there was. To foil Nasty End. And learn to play Magic. I'm just going to cut the tops of these. It's so much easier. Okay, that's art of Aragorn. Like Aragorn who unites something? No, Aragorn, King of Gondor. Okay. Right, from the back. Island, not full art, but still pretty. Or not foil, but still pretty. Hithlane Knots. Erebor Flamesmith. Gimli's Fury. Gimli's Axe. Stone of Eric. Council's Deliberation. Gandalf's Sanction. Full art Dunland Creebane. Weird Bird. I got a full art Weird Bird. Full art Orcish Bowmasters. Immediately in a sleeve. Hey Heller, you want to do me a gigantic favor and look up Orcish Bowmasters full art? That's money right there. That's what that is. Now I need to find someone who plays Magic. That's nice. All right. Frodo Sauron's Bane, which is another Frodo card. This is the rare one, as opposed to the uncommon I had before. So I'll keep the rare one in here. Still only have 4 of the Fellowship, but that's fine. And Sue the Conies. And then a food token with an ad for Secret Lairs. That's a weird ad. Full art, $50 per card kingdom. Thank you. I gotta figure out what's the best way for me to sell that, because I'm not gonna use it, so I might as well. What is this Arwen? No. Galadriel? Galadriel. Gift giver. Looks like she's got some cake there. It's her birthday and she's the one giving out the gifts. All right. We've got a foil forest. We got Mirkwood Forest and Lorien and a little bit of Fangorn and the Misty Mountains on the west. That's beautiful. Nimrodal Watcher, Greyhaven Navigator, Willowwind, the Grey Havens, the Bath Song. Excuse me. This is probably why I couldn't read the Lord of the Rings books, because I got a little bit into Fellowship, like a chapter or two, and everything was so descriptive, and Tolkien made up a song that someone sang while they took a bath. And does that need to be there? No. That's why I bounced off the book so hard, is stuff like that. I'm glad that the Bath Song got its own card, I guess. But it's still weird. Saruman the White. All right. I don't have a pile for enemies of the Fellowship, but hey. All right, and then we've got Saruman's Trickery right next to it. Gorbag of Minas Morgul. Peregrine Took with the Fellowship art. Peregrine is only... I have it as rare only. I looked up Pippin, I didn't look up Peregrine. So he also has an uncommon that I didn't know about. I looked up Meriadoc for Merry. I didn't look up Merry though. Maybe Merry also has a rare that I didn't know about. Doors of Durin. Speak friend and enter. That's a rare. And a foil Mushroom Watchdogs. And sacrifice a food to make it bigger. Peregrine Took's really good in certain decks. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus an additional food token are created instead. Sacrifice 3 foods, draw a card. Ooh. That's really good in a token deck. Alright. Supposed to open it this way. So this art has a stamped Magic the Gathering symbol in the corner. And I don't think any of my other arts have that. So that's weird. Yeah, nothing else has that. Why is that? Is this a rare art card? Took Reaper, 4 of 81. Okay. It's cool. Normal Island. Elven Farsight. Chance Met Elves. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Shire Terrace. Celeborn the Wise. Arwen Undomiel. Glorfindel, Dauntless Rescuer. We got a lot of elves in this pack. Mirkwood Bats. Barad-dûr, full art. Legendary land enters tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Tap to add black. XX black tap, amass Oryx X. Activate only if a creature died this turn. That seems good. Gloin, Dwarf Emissary. Unfortunately not a member of the Fellowship. And a foil full art Gothmog Morgul Lieutenant. And from the list, Knight Exemplar, which is a Night Lord, which might be good in this set. I don't know how many knights there actually are. All right, we have Witch King of Angmar, looking very, very broody. Full art mountain, showing the White Mountains between Rohan and Gondor. Right, I've already seen one of those. Galadhrim Bow, Galadhrim Guide, Lothlorien Lookout. Right, maybe these cards do have a theme to them. Bag End Order, Friendly Rivalry, Legolas Counter of Kills, a non... It's the same as that one, but it's not a Fellowship version. So I'll set that in the extra Fellowship pile. Mirror of Galadriel. Gandalf Friend of the Shire, but it's the Fellowship version. So I'll swap that over too. Saradoc, Master of Buckland. Never heard of him. King of the Oathbreakers. Popular Magic the Gathering format Oathbreaker. Not popular. Foil Birthday Escape. Alright. Another Learn to Play Magic card. / food token. Alright, we got some sort of Knight Rider here. Marshall's Anthem. Okay. Full Art Forest. Mushroom Watchdogs. Generous Ent. Lembas. Rorim Lancer. Long List of the Ents. Saga with 6 steps with 1 ability. Note a creature type that hasn't been noted for Long List of the Ents. When you cast your next creature spell of that type this turn, that creature enters with an additional counter. Okay. That's interesting. You need to actually write a list for it. Ent Drought Basin. Horses of the Bruinen. Pippin's Bravery full art. You may sacrifice a food. If you do, target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Otherwise, that creature gets +2/+2. Okay, so nice giant growth effect. Frodo Sauron's Bane full art with the Fellowship. So far the 5 Fellowship members I have all have the Fellowship treatment on them. But still need Gimli, Aragorn, Boromir, and Merry. Gandalf the Grey. Technically, that one is more of like that's the one that should have the fellowship, but Friend of the Shire has it. Well, whatever. Oh, and that's the rare Gandalf. Eomer of the Rittermark. And Toxic Iguanar from the list. Why does the list have commons in it? What the heck? Commons from Conflux. What is this? Why? Who put this random Conflux card in my Lord of the Rings booster? That is nice art. What is that? Is that looking down at the ring in the lava? There's a golden ring in the center. And then like the ripples outside it. Is the ring being destroyed? This is the art from one of the Frodo Baggins cards. If you say so. It is a cool art card. I don't know that it's Frodo Baggins, but it's a cool art card. Normal Plains. Oliphaunt. Gnarling Warg. Quarrel's End. Rally at the Hornburg. Relentless Rorim. Landroval, Horizon Witness. This is the other of Gandalf's Eagles, I presume. Quick Beam, Upstart Ent. Intish Restoration. A lot of trees. Voracious Fell Beast, full art. Display of Power. The spell can't be copied. Copy any number of target instant or sorcery spells. You choose new targets for the copies. And a foil Errand Rider of Gondor. And a treasure token. How many we got left? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, we're not even halfway through these. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. Although I am enjoying just sitting here cracking packs. Ooh. Who is that? Faramir, Field Commander. Right, he's got the letter of his brother's death. Spoilers, I guess, for Fellowship of the Ring. That's very nice. Alright. Mountain. Mirkwood Bats, Mirkwood Spider, Morgul Knife Wound, Bewitching Leechcraft, Banish for Medorus, Stern Scolding, Gwahir the Wind Lord. Maybe there are more eagles than I knew about. Meneldor Swift Savior. Maybe there are way more eagles than I knew about. Mirkwood Bats. Horn of the Mark. And a foil Butterbur Bree Innkeeper. And another little minigame thing. There are many eagles? Yeah. This is the 9 Rings of Men. Looks like it. What's going on here? This is Boon of the Wish Giver. Yeah, giving the 9 rings to the men. Then they squandered it and used it only for power, and then it corrupted them. There we go. All right, what else we got? Wait. Got Full Art Island. See, that island's centered on the sea. That one's not centered on the river. So are there multiple of the full art, the map arts? There must be. Bombadil's Song. Oh, does this pack have Bombadil in it? That'd be cool. Inherited Envelope. That's close to the ring, right? Almost. In a roundabout way. Stalwarts of Osgiliath. Lorien Revealed. Troll of Khazad-dûm. The Bath Song. Stone of Eric. Council's Deliberation. Nariotic Brandybuck. Alright, so there's Mary. We're at 7 of 9. Unless I can't count. I can't count. We're at 6 of 9.
Nice.
We need Gimli, Aragorn, and Boromir still. Scroll of Isildur. And a foil long list of the Ents. And Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves. Another card from the list, and not a Magic of the Gathering card. Or not a Lord of the Rings card, rather. Okay. Got a Nazgul art here. Hooded figure on a dark horse. Forest. Arwen's Gift. Birthday Escape. Slip on the Ring. Glorfindel, Dauntless Rescuer. The Grey Havens. Goblin Fire Leaper. Grond. We got Grond. Everyone shout Grond. Grishnak, Brash Instigator. Lash of the Balrog. Alright. Anduril, Flame of the West. Got Aragorn's sword here. It's pretty good. And a foil Isolation at Orthanc. That's another art. That's an Arwen art. Yep. Normal Plains, Shower of Arrows, Shire Terrace, Shire Scarecrow. We got a nice Shire pack here, huh? Rising of the Day, Gimli, Counter of Kills. There's Gimli. Not the Fellowship art yet, but we'll get there probably. Alright. Goblin Fire Leaper. Another Gron. Bricknash Brash Instigator. Another Lash of the Balrog full art. Horn of Gondor. And a foil Delighted Halfling. Nice. Great Mana Dork. Tap to add colorless. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. Spend only to cast a legendary spell, and that spell can't be countered. That's fantastic. Is that worth anything in foil? That seems like it would be for commander decks. Do I need to put that in a sleeve? I want to put that in a sleeve. All right, we got the Balrog here. Yeah, the Balrog Flame of Udin. It's this. That's not this art. That's not that art. It's a third different Balrog art. Foil Plains, not a full art, just a Foil Plains of the Shire. That's nice. Brandywine Farmer. Revive the Shire. Tham's Desperate Rescue. This when he went up into that tower and saved Frodo? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like at least 25 bucks in foil. Nice. Enraged Horn. Mirror Guardian. Bill Ferny Bree Swindler. Some weird human rogue. Okay. Oath of the Grey Host. Shadowfax Lord of Horses. Very nice. Horses you control have haste, and then it tells you the meaning of haste. I love that joke. That's such a dumb joke. Haste is, for those that don't play Magic, haste is an ability that typically isn't explained on cards because it's something that new players learn very quickly. But show me the meaning of haste is a line from the movie and I think the books, and it's fantastic. It's the best joke in the whole set. Heck yeah. Quick Beam Upstart Ent in full art. Radagast the Brown. And a foil Strider Ranger of the North. That's an Aragorn, right? Strider's an Aragorn. Strider's absolutely an Aragorn. I'm putting it over here. I'm not checking anything off, but I'm putting it over there. It's a pre-Fellowship Aragorn. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so is the Fellowship version of Gandalf here. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. But, you know, if that can have the Fellowship border, then Strider can. Well, I saw we have a card from the list in this set, in this pack. Who is this? It's Eowyn. Aha, that's what Eowyn looks like in this set. Okay. Interesting. Full Art Island. East Farthing Farmer. Nimble Hobbit. Took Reaper. Now for Wrath, now for Ruin. 4 white cards so far. Shire Sheriff. Stu the Conies. Bill the Pony. Honorary Fellowship member. Dunlin Crebain. We got one of the Nazguls. There are 9 different arts for Nazguls, and I was gonna put this on the list of try and collect all 9 arts. I'm glad I didn't, because we're more than halfway through, and this is the first one I've seen. Eomer. Okay. Enraged Horn. And the card from the list, Thran War Machine from Urz's Destiny? It's the hammer one. Urza's Saga is the gears. It's either Urza's Destiny or Urza's Legacy. But this card's not good. Alright. I guess the list just has some duds on it too. We're looking at bodies in the swamp, drowning in the poison swamp thing there, right? Wait, is this upside down? What is this? What orientation is this supposed to be? The Dead Marshes, yep. Is it supposed to be like this? That doesn't make sense. This must supposed to be vertical, and then it was in here like this, which is upside down, so that's weird. Swamp, Westfold Rider, Eastmark Cavalier, Dreadful as the Storm, Glorious Gale, Breaking of the Fellowship. Oh no! It's the end of this. Peregrine Took. Okay, I got another one of those. I'll put that over here in the bonus pile, which I should put on screen here. It's got a few things in it. Rosy Cotton of South Lane. Butter Burberry Innkeeper. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell with a Fellowship border? Wait a minute. Elrond's not in the Fellowship. I don't understand. I guess I'll put him over here anyway. It's kind of in the Fellowship. Not really. Smeagol Helpful Guide. And a foil Peregrine Took. That was 2 Peregrine Tooks in this one pack. And an Orc Army. So technically, if we count Strider, we have 8. We just need the rare Boromir. This hobbit that's sitting on all this food and weapons. Is this Pippin? Merry. It's Merry. Of course it's Merry. Not that art, though. Full art Plains, Rohan. Deceive the Messenger. Dunlin Corbane. Ithlian Kingfisher. Fog on the Barrow Downs. Grima Wormtongue. Lost to Legend. You Cannot Pass. Full art Foray of Orcs. There's Aragorn, King of Gondor. That's one of the mythic ones. So now we actually have real Aragorn. We're just missing Boromir. Here's Faramir. We're close. Wished he sent him in his place. And a foil Dunlin Corbane, but not a full art one. Okay. I have so many of these things now. These weird bird horrors. We have a signed art card. It's not actually signed, it's a gold stamp signature. But that's cool. And is that just of Legolas? It sure is. Legolas Master Archer. That's really cool. Foil Mountain. War Beast of Gorgoroth. I need a sleeve for this mountain. Swarming of Moria. Treason of Isengard. Eomer of the Rittermark. Eorth of the Healing House. This theme so far is cards with the word "of" in the name. Theoden, King of Rohan. Alright, it still fits the theme. Shadows. Okay, so these 6 are part of the theme. Shadow Summoning. Voracious Fellbeast. Many Partings. The Balrog, Durin's Bane. As seen on that art card before. Now for Wrath, now for Ruin. Of is a good theme. I don't know if that's intentional. Because I know that, you know... Hey, it's full art of Frodo. I know that the packs are supposed to have a theme, but then they stopped doing it. So I didn't know if this is before or after they stopped doing it. But it seems like there's a theme, like a loose theme on some of these. Normal Island, Mordor Muster, Orcish Medicine, so the theme might be bad things that are happening. Surrounded by orcs. Just orcs, huh? Eagles of the North, maybe not. Soldier of the Grey Host. Strider Ranger of the North. Goes over here in the bonus fellowship pile. Prince Imrahil the Fair. Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold. Golem Patient Plotter with the Fellowship Order? Why does Golem have the Fellowship Order? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. You get in a sleeve and you go over here, but that makes no sense. The ring goes south. Yo, okay, so I had full art Orcish Bowmasters before, and now I have a full art foil Orcish Bowmasters. Hey, Heller, you have that page open still? Did I just pay for this box? I think that might have just paid for this box. Thank you so much for checking. I do appreciate it. It's one less thing I have to do while I'm trying to stream. Which art was it? It was the full art Orcish Bowmasters foil. Card 433. Which is the same as the other card, but foil. $60, okay. Okay, didn't pay for the box by itself, but I don't remember how much this box was. I definitely paid for most of it with those two. Hey, there's Gollum. How you doing, Gollum? There's this Smeagol. This is Gollum. This is Smeagol, helpful guide. All right. Pretty good haul so far. Heck yeah. All right. Full art swamp. Showing. I don't think this is the first swamp I've had, right? Nindolf, the Dead Marshes, the Blackgate and Mordor, the White Mountains. Okay. Fire of Orthanc. Isolation at Orthanc. Okay, is this theme Orthanc? Escape from Orthanc. Faramir Field Commander. Reprieve. Eowyn, Lady of Rohan. Ugluk of the White Hand. The Mouth of Sauron. Pippin's Bravery, full art. Pippin, Guard of the Citadel. So this is the actual Pippin card I have listed here. This is way post-Fellowship. So I'm going to check that off. That's the one that came up when I searched Pippin. And foil Isildur's Fateful Strike. Destroy target creature. Legendary instant. Hold on. You may cast a legendary instant only if you control a legendary creature or planeswalker. Okay. For a target creature, if its controller has more than 4 cards in hand, they exile cards from their hand equal to the difference. Oh. Okay, that doesn't seem great, considering it has that giant drawback on it. And a food token. That looks like some delicious food. What is this? This is in Rivendell, looking down into the pond that sees that tells you the future, right? Samwise Gamgee. Did he look in? I don't remember that, but probably. It occurs to me that I probably have most of the Fellowship as art cards here too. That's pretty cool. All right. Foil Swamp. Captive of Umbar. Soothing of Smeagol. We got a nice of theme going on here already. The Torment of Gollum. I mean, this is probably just supposed to be like a Gollum theme. Shortcut 2 mushrooms. Okay. Theme's out the window. No idea what it is. Dunedain Rangers. Saruman the White. Saruman's Trickery. Gorbag of Minas Morgul. The Grey Havens full art. Enter Scry 1. Tap to add colorless. Tap to add 1 mana of any color among legendary creature cards in your graveyard. That seems decent. Probably not good enough to be worth anything, but if you're running a legendary heavy commander deck, maybe. Shelob, Child of Ungoliant. So I got a terrible spider here, fantastic. And ooh, foil Legolas Counter of Kills in the Fellowship border. That is nice. Alright, that replaces this one. I'm liking this so far. And a treasure token. We're down to 6 packs left, and I still have to find a Boromir and the One Ring. When I told Glass I'd be doing this, he asked what happens if I found a second of the One Ring. And I told him, like, well, probably nothing. People would accuse me of making stuff up. Ooh, that's a pretty Art of the Ring. In whose hand is that? Some dragon's hand. Is this the Sol Ring art? I wonder. It is the Sol Ring art. Because the ring hanging like that looked a lot like the Sol Rings. Nice. Normal Plains. Peligir Survivor. Battle Scarred Goblin. Smite the Deathless. Cast into the Fire. Bitter Downfall. Fiery Inscription. Ring Sight. A lot of ring related cards here. Gimli Counter of Kills in the Fellowship Border. Fantastic. So that's 7 of 9 in the Fellowship Border, plus Aragorn. In the Fellowship Border, Aragorn the Uniter, that's the other mythic. That's fantastic. I love that. Did I just call that? It seemed like I called that. I just mentioned that I didn't have it yet, but yeah. So this should be the rare card in the slot. This should just be Boromir, right? Damn, it's Minas Tirith. And a foil you cannot pass. How cool would it have been if that was Boromir? I do like how I got Gimli and Aragorn in the same pack here. That's great. Oh, gonna be the second one of One Ring. No, the Wizards of the Coast, I'm pretty sure, authenticated that the One Ring that was opened and then sold to someone and sold it to what's his name? Banksy. Not Banksy. Was it Banksy? No. Who bought the One Ring? Wizards of the Coast confirmed that that's the one. That's the legitimate one. And so if I opened up a second one here, you know, people would be like, I faked it. Whereas I would be mad at the person who sold me this booster box, even though the box was sealed in Wizards of the Coast shrink wrap, so I don't know. Is that Sam? Eleanor Gardner. Not a Hobbit I'm familiar with. Mountain. That's a pretty mountain. Ooh. I like that art. Errand Rider of Gondor. Protector of Gondor. Woe's Pathfinder. Gandalf's Sanction. Gollum's Bite. Ranger's Firebrand. Full Art Nasty End. Another Eleanor Gardner, the actual card for Eleanor Gardner, a rare in this slot. Huh, okay. Well, I know that this is going to be a card from the list then. But these should be the 3. Should be like spicy card rare foil. Yo, there's Boromir. That's the whole fellowship. I got there. I am so happy about that. That was like the one goal I came up with for this, where I'm like, I don't know what I'm trying to pull
Nice.
here. And that seemed like just out of reach, and I got 4 packs left, so that's happy. Just gonna go ahead and check off the one ring here. Yo, what was this pack? Erenor, Boromir, the One Ring. And I still haven't looked at the foil yet. That is fantastic. I have completed my goal. And then the foil card is Cirith Ungol Patrol. Fine. And the card from the list, Ixalan's Binding. Okay, whatever. But I am super happy about that. Okay, I got 4 packs left. What else can I come up with? I don't know how many. Like, I have 11 of the Fellowship borders here. I don't know how many of them there actually are. $85 for the ring for non-foil, just the one ring. I mean, I know it's so good that it's banned in Modern. Is it like being played in Legacy? And Commander, I assume? Yeah, it must be being played in Legacy. Card 0246. Yep, $85. Thank you. All right, 4 more packs. Let's see what else I can get. I can still get a full art ring, right? Who is you? Oh, is that a place on top of a mountain? That might be. I'm making out like a bandit in terms of cool cards. Yeah, I chose correctly in getting a box of set boosters instead of draft boosters. I am liking opening these packs. This is Sauron, the Necromancer. Okay. All right, let's see what we get here. Full Art Forest. Knights of Dol Amroth. A not full art version. I think that's the first not full art I have. Esquire of the King. Burk High Berserker. Black Breath. Claim the Precious. Arrowblade. Bilbo Retired Burglar. Oh, Bilbo might have a full or a fellowship art. Mariotic Brandybuck. That goes in the fellowship pile. Full art Nasty End. Lost Isle Calling. Okay. Bilbo was never truly fellowship. Yeah. Foil Oliphant. Another food token. I opened the pack the wrong way and saw that I have a card from the list here. Is this... What's his name? What's his name? The dude what made up songs. Tom Bombadil. That's the name I'm thinking of. Is this Tom Bombadil? No. It's Asceticism. It might still be Tom Bombadil, but it's not that card. Alright, so this is the card from the list. It's Old Ghastbark from Shadowmoor. Okay. Sure. We'll just put that in there for now. Just right now. Oil Mountain. Not the pretty art, though. Is that Mount Doom? No. No, Mount Doom's in the background there. You can see it. Alright. Willow Wind. Ithmine Knots. Great Hall of the Citadel. Ent's Fury. Wizard's Rockets. Mirror of Galadriel. Stellaborn the Wise. Arwen Undomiel. Full Art Prince Imrahil. Another Delighted Halfling, not foil this time, but still nice. Oops. And a foil Old Man Willow. This way. That's lighting the fires, the beacons. That one dude might be Radgast? Okay. That could be. That makes sense. Is it just called Light the Beacons? Call for aid. That makes sense. Full Art Plains of the Shire. Ooh. Shire, Hobbiton, Tuckborough, Green Hill Country. Brandywine River. Nice. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Nimrodel Watcher. Greyhaven's Navigator. Gimli's Axe. Gimli Counter of Kills. Friendly Rivalry. Legolas Counter of Kills. What is this pack? Hold on. It was Gimli's Axe, Gimli Counter of Kills, Friendly Rivalry, Legolas Counter of Kills. Is this Legolas's bow? It's Peregrine Took. It's almost Legolas's bow. I'll just put that over here. That guy's everywhere, yeah. I love these 4 cards in this order. That's fun. That was really fun. Alright, 3 more cards. That's the last. Nazgul. Where did I put the other one? I just put it in the box, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, so Gimli and Legolas go over here as well. The rare. Rivendell. Nice. I can put that next to my Lego Rivendell that I'm building. And Foil Galadrim Guide. Magic Minigame Winchester Draft. That's not new. Last pack. This one has Tom Bombadil in it. Because I don't have any of that guy. And I don't know what else to wish for. Oops, wrong way. Well, I've got Court of Grace, which is the card from the list. Oh, this is from one of the conspiracies, I think. And it's a rare, so this might be... It's probably not worth much. That's a signed card. Or has a squiggle on it. I don't know if that's a signature. Let's put the list card over here. Those are the giant stairs into the Mines of Moria. Precon might have been Precon only. Oh, okay. Maybe. Probably. Well, so these are set boosters. These have some of the Precons cards in them, which is why I got Aragorn, King of Gondor, because that's a Precon card. It has the set symbol. So he might be in here. Who knows? I mean, it's not like these are collector's boosters, so he might still not be in here. You know, like, but that's a nice Mines of Moria card there. Mines of Moria by Lucas Terran. All right, Swamp, Elven Farsight, Chance Met Elves, Bag End Porter, Erebor Flamesmith, Gimli's Fury, Oath of the Grey Host, Shadowfax, Rising of the Day, Full Art Oliphant, just like the first pack. What else was in the first pack? I don't remember. Born Upon a Wind. It wasn't this. You may cast spells this turn as though they had flash. And a foil Treason of Isengard. Okay. Alright, that was an okay pack. This was very fun. I got all the cards I wanted and more. Got the One Ring and all of the Fellowship, including a foil Legolas. And then also Elrond and Gollum were there. I got 2 Orcish Bowmasters, one of which is foil. Yeah, this is very fun. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break and clean everything up. Because there's booster packs all over the place. And then I'm going to open the packs that I'm actually the most excited for. And probably nobody watching is. I've got these 2 boxes of Hololive Blooming Radiance, the first English set. These just came, it's a cool box, yeah. These just came out a few weeks ago, I think. So I'm going to open those up and see what I can get. But I got to put all this stuff away, so I'm going to be like 3 minutes or so. Stick around, I'll be back in just a few minutes.